If you watched my video, I'm Curacao Chris, for a week, you know that I used to have a Zebco telescopic rod that used to be my father's. He carried it in his big truck. Well, when I was down there in Curacao fishing, it broke twice. No! So I wanted to get another travel rod I can pack in my luggage. So I bought what I think is a pretty good one. As you know, a lot of telescopic rods are pretty cheap. Well, this one's made by Kastking. I'm really happy with it so far, so I'm going to show it to you and do a review of it. I'm using the same reel I used down there in Curacao because I think it worked out okay. It's a Zebco. It's got a dial drag on the back, which I like. It's an older reel, but it worked good. And I got braided line on it now because down there I hooked a fish that started pulling my drag, and he took my line across some of that sharp coral and rocks, and it just cut like a knife. So I'm gonna use heavier braided line, and I'm gonna set my drag tight enough where if I hook a fish, he's not gonna run. That's 20-pound braid. So that's the reel I put on it. The rod, like I said, is made by Kastking. It has the new style of handle that a lot of rods have now, and it's foam, which is okay with me. It telescopes down to about 17 inches, so it's pretty compact. And of course, it comes with this cap that you put on the top so that it doesn't untelescope on you when you don't want it to. It also has the old hook keeper hook on it right there, so you don't have to hook it onto your eyelets. So we're going to open this thing up, and I'm going to show it to you really quick. And like I say, it wasn't that expensive. I can't remember the price, but I'll get it before I finish this video. I got line on it, obviously, and a swivel on the end, so I got the drag set real loose so I can just pull it out and telescope it. So anyways, you just telescope this thing out, and we'll count the sections here. It's one section, two sections. There's the third section. There's the fourth section. And there's the fifth section. So it's 5 sections. Just to look at a few things on it, it's called a Kastking compass. So anyways, it's a 6 foot. It's got ceramic guides. It's got a good feel. It's got a good feel to the handle. I like this new style of handle, how it's very, and then it has that on there. But it casts pretty nice. It's a 6 foot rod. It's medium action fast. And it's actually not made of fiberglass. It's actually made of graphite composite. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't think it's all graphite, but it's like I say, it's a 6 footer medium action. I fished with it once. I didn't catch any fish, but it felt really good. It's balanced well, actually, with that Zebco reel. I could cast pretty good with it. The tip does seem pretty sensitive because it's fast action. But I got some video where I went over to a creek that I used to fish as a kid 45, 46 years ago. And that's where I was fishing with it. Like I say, unfortunately, I didn't catch a fish. But I think I'm going to be real happy with this. We're going back down to the Caribbean, I think, this year. Hopefully I can fish again down there. I'm going to take this rod along and we'll see. But yeah, it's a Kastking compass, 6 foot, medium, fast action, graphite composite with the foam handle and the ceramic eyelets. I think it was a pretty good purchase. It cost me about $29 on Amazon. That's it. So for what I'm going to use it for, it should be fine. I'm only going to use it once or twice a year, and I'm probably not going to be catching trophy fish with it. But I'm going to try throwing some lures here on this pole. This is my new telescopic pole. It's a Kastking 6 foot telescopic pole. And we're going to try throwing some lures with this. So we're testing out this 6 foot telescopic. Let's see how good it works. I'm crazy about the braid line, but I think it'll work better down in the Caribbean. I can put 20 pound on, set my drag tight so those fish can't take off and pull my drag and go over sharp rocks and cut it. I think braid is more abrasive resistant than monofilament, so The rod feels pretty good. Medium action, I think, so 6 foot, so I think it'll work good down there in the Caribbean. And I'll see you on the next video.